So I spent a lot of my life making money, but spending money and spending more money than I'm making.
I hate to tell you, this is a huge percent of society.
Yes.
This mindset, this is what got me to this point to build this academy. The scarcity mindset, that mindset of, and this is deeply rooted, by the way.
For sure.
This is coming from a place of, remember, we're immigrant parents.
Yes.
Okay? We're oppressed, our prior generation oppressed parents. We always had to have money to survive. So you were never taught how to have money to thrive. You were taught to have money to survive.
Correct.
And that's a very different mindset than thriving mindset. We hurry up and make it so that we can hurry up and spend it so we can have everything because we didn't have enough.
Welcome to another episode of Out of the System. Today, we have the money girl, Dr. Patty Mason. How are you?
I'm fabulous. How are you today?
Good. So happy to have you here.
Oh my God, it's such a pleasure. I've been thinking about it. I'm like, this is going to be so much fun to talk about money.
Yes. I think a lot of people fear money, don't understand money, don't know how to use it, get it, spend it, don't know how to keep it.
Right?
So it's going to be a great conversation.
Yes, absolutely.
Let's start with your background.
Okay.
Where are you from? Where'd you grow up? Talk to me a little bit about that.
You got it. So I'm actually Hungarian. I
Okay.
grew up, I was born in a city in Romania. And I grew up there until I was 11 with a couple siblings and my parents. And we immigrated to the U.S. in 1988, right before the communism failed in Romania.
Wow.
A year, literally a year or two. So I grew up in Southern California from the time I was 11 in Huntington Beach.
Nice.
I actually went to middle school and then high school there. You know, when you're an immigrant to this country
Yes.
as kids and you come in your, preteens, what do? We start working immediately, right? We didn't speak any English. So we had to go with mom, clean the offices, and we had to go with dad and wash the tile as he laid the tile, wash the grout off, and then work at the swap meets or the flea markets, just whatever you had to do to survive. When we immigrated here, we lived a couple years in poverty. But at 12 years old, something switched in my brain. So my cousins are CPAs. So my cousin is a CPA. And I remember going to their house in Laguna Hills, California, and walking into that front door with the staircase going up. I'm like,
Spiral.
wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. So this is how I live, and this is how they live. Then I asked myself the question, how do you want to live? And I'm like, well, gosh, if there's resources and there's money, you could live like this. Well, I want this kind of life.
Yeah.
At 12 years old, I made it my mission to desire that so bad that I've done everything. Worked on the side, babysat, stashed money, started working at 16, stashed money. I mean, I started going through that whole process of wanting to have that kind of life. And so, but what happened to me is at 20, I got pregnant with my first son, and of course, was in a pretty abusive relationship. I had to leave that relationship. And now at 20 years old, I'm a single mom with a brand new kiddo. Now, what do I do? So now the next phase is, okay, now I gotta survive because I have a kid to take care of. So now as a single mom, I'm like, oh gosh, how am I gonna provide for this kid and then provide for us? The decisions you make out of trauma is fascinating, but it's survival. So when it comes to money and coming from poverty, when you move to this country, you see how different people live. You start having an awakening of like, okay, what do I do to make money? And then, of course, you have to develop courage, right? Because if you're not making enough money, you now got to go to the boss and say, hey, I'm not surviving on $30,000 a year. I need at least 45, 50 to support this kid. So what do you say? And then have the courage to do that. And then, of course, between 21 and 23, I decided that I'm going to figure out other ways to make money. So my same cousin was a professional soccer referee. He said, you should start reffing soccer and make some money on the weekend. I'm like, cool, sold. So now I'm making my regular job. I'm making money on the weekend. And then I had an epiphany. I'm like, wait a minute. How else can I make money? And so it's a constant critical thinking process out of the desire of survival and then the desire to thrive. I decided I'm going to figure out every kind of way to make money. And so by the time between the 21 to 41, let's say, I worked for CPAs all my life. I grew up in public accounting from a very young age. I fell in love with small businesses and the process of financial, reviewing their financial statements, making sure that they have solid financial statements, and then just watching that journey of businesses rising and falling. Watching the journey of how making money changes your life versus not having money and staying in that stagnant mindset of just survival all the time.
Yeah.
I developed the desire to thrive. So I went to college. I finished my bachelor's in accounting, my master's in taxation, and recently the doctoral in organizational leadership.
Wow.
I thought that was a really good marriage between having a holistic view of not just business, but finances, going from a whole trajectory of from making the money, in building the money, investing the money, retirement with money, tax mitigating for the money. So I gained a holistic approach to finances. And that's where I'm at today.
That's incredible. I'm also an immigrant, so I share that with you. I was born in Brazil, moved to New York. I was 7 years old. So very similar, grew up very poor, working with my dad, with my mom. I remember my dad and we used to sell shish kebabs at these events, at these parties. Yeah, we used to cook and sell. Yeah. But yeah, it's a struggle. And I think being an immigrant is what gave me my hunger. So
exactly.
I know you share that as well. It's like we come to this country and we see all that's possible, all the
Opportunities, yeah.
And we're like, man, how can we get a piece of that?
Yeah.
How can we get the American dream, right?
Yeah.
How can we make our parents proud?
Right. Because a lot of us immigrant, the concepts, right?
Yes.
If you look at how we are raised in those other countries, family stays together.
Oh, yeah.
So the next generation takes care of the prior generation, then the next generation,
Exactly.
that generation. So we're supposed to stick together. We work hard to provide. We're always providing. We're always performing, always providing.
Yes.
And that's the mentality. So survival in a communist country, in other countries that have been oppressed, survival is the primary push for success.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily greedy. It's none of that. It's just survival.
There's no thriving. It's
No,
just
there's no thriving.
No.
There's no thriving. But it's just to get to point of surviving. And it's just amazing as we grow, from those foundations, as we have a new trajectory of how we understand life to be, or adulting, right?
Yes.
We have a new sense of appreciation, what our parents have done, how they pushed us to work ethic, the resiliency that they showed to come to a new country, not even speak the language.
It's incredible.
It's
the
incredible.
Fortitude. Yes.
What?
Yes.
The courage.
Yes.
The courage to come to a new country, try to learn the language, and then build a business. But I say it always. I say it every time I get a chance to. This country's the land of opportunity. And today more than ever, there's more ways to make money than you can ever imagine.
There's so many ways.
What?
Yeah.
It's just having the critical thinking process,
Yes.
how to figure out, okay, what do I want to do? What am I really good at? And how can I develop what I'm really good at, master it so I'm the best, I get a corner on the market in it and monetize it, and taking that process in the journey. And that's my passion in life, even as a public accountant. It's not necessarily preparing tax returns.
Right.
It's helping someone figure out how to get their mindset to focus in on what they're good at, how to master what they're good at, and how to position themselves 3, 4, 5 different cash flow sources from that craft. That's what I like to do. Like I freaking love seeing those minds just blow up like, oh my God, I never thought of that. I'm like, but that's how you critically think through your craft, by searching, not necessarily what your passions are, because passion could die.
Yeah.
we get comfortable, we get a little complacent, or we get tired even.
Yeah.
Passion may die down a little bit, but mastering something that society needs, solving a problem in society,
It's huge.
oh my gosh. Can you imagine? That's huge.
Yeah.
And then creating multiple sources of income from that. It's mind-blowing what we can do. Mind-blowing.
Yeah, it's kind of like the approach that my wife and I took. We built a therapy agency for kids with autism. Mm-hmm. We wanted to be in service first. And with that came everything else.
Sure.
We help tons of families and we make really good money doing it.
Sure.
So it was really a win-win. Find a service or a product that you can provide to the masses.
Sure.
And there's your wealth.
100%. And you know what I love about this way of thinking? It's not about greed. It's not about any other dynamic than service.
Yes.
It's
Helping
almost
people.
emotional to me. It's almost emotional that serving people is why we're here. Mm-hmm. Where would you be without me and me without you?
Nowhere.
We wouldn't be doing this here. We couldn't sell anything to anyone, do anything. We need each other.
100%.
And I think the sooner we realize that we're all gifted with a talent, a gift, a something that we can serve one another with, the sooner we can, get our minds wrapped around that.
Yes.
And be selfless with that action, the sooner we would all realize abundance. We would all realize success, serving one another. I absolutely love this side of my heart.
I agree.
Serving others.
Which is what I love about the place that we met, the Q4 Mastermind.
Oh, yes.
I feel like in that room, there were tons of individuals who are looking to grow, looking to serve, looking to help, looking to connect. So that energy was really incredible.
That authentic energy.
Yes.
Like one of the things I think in business we go through so many different events, but when you walk into a place where everyone is exactly like you.
Yes.
They have the same energy as you,
Yes.
the same desire as
Polished.
you, the same what? And just articulating the same, like knowing that we're here
Yeah.
to serve one another, for us to rise together. I call this as a parallel move. Mm-hmm. When people align with your parallel move
Yes.
to greatness, to success, to abundance, to just growth, it's mind-blowing. What an incredible event that was.
We're all vibrating together in the same frequency.
Absolutely, right? It was fascinating to me. It really was. It was a great event. Yeah.
How did you get to that event?
Great question. So, little quick story tracking back about 3 years. So 3 years ago, one of my friends, my bestie, referred me to a girl, one of my friends, who said that Melissa Waggy is looking for a tax expert for spooky tax tips for Halloween epic talks. And I was like, yeah, I'm in, let's go. Now, mind you, I haven't been on stage for years prior to that. It's always been a dream to be a public speaker, but I've never been on stage in a while.
Okay.
So I'm like, yeah, I'll do it, right? I can do it. I'll do it. Who cares? I'm like, ooh, can I? I don't question myself. I fear nothing. I'm like, listen, it's going to be exciting. I'll do it. So I flew down because I lived in Orlando, and I flew down. And I remember as I was coming down in Miami.
When was this?
2022 October.
Okay.
Yes, it's been 3 years. Yeah. So I'm flying down into Miami, and all of a sudden my energy shifts. And I've been in Orlando 20 years at this point.
Got it.
So I'm like, oh man, like, what is that feeling? Like,
Miami, baby.
it's gotta be Miami. But my spirit was like, this is your future.
Yeah.
And I was like,
It was calling you. You're feeling it.
right. I was feeling something, but like, what do you mean it's my future? I'm just coming for an event. I try not to pay attention to like an instant emotional thing, but at the same time, you can't ignore it either because it's a pull.
Yeah.
Have you ever felt like something's pulling you towards something?
100%.
And you're like, what is that? Just try to
Yes.
figure out. So I was being pulled. So I arrive. Bethany picks me up, go to the hotel, getting ready for this event, go to the event. Everything was just happening. I get on stage, and when that microphone came in my hand, I'm like, oh, this is exhilarating. So I'm talking about this stuff, and I get in it. We're talking about tax tips, and I just felt so powerful. And I'm not talking from a place of pride, just powerful, meaning like, oh my God, like this is where I belong. I belong in teaching people. It wasn't the stage. It was teaching people about financial wellness or a tax strategy or anything around money, right? I felt powerful. So Melissa Waggy gave me the platform, and that day I made a decision that I'm gonna move to South Florida. I'm gonna build a financial academy. I'm gonna be on stage, I'm gonna public speak, and I'm gonna start teaching financial wellness to people. It was born on that stage. 3 years later, July, I moved my whole family down here to Weston. This is my third commercial property. I'm actually an investor as well. And so I built it out, and it's getting ready for that academy, finishing the program. So I'm launching it, and we're gonna start teaching all these things to others.
Hold on, so you have a physical location where you're gonna have students come in and teach them. That's incredible.
Yes.
Wow.
And I made it intimate in terms of 22 people because this is going to be a life-changing event. It's going to be a 4-week program where I'm going to teach them from the money mindset, the success mindset, all the way to retirement and everything in between. Business, how to structure for tax strategies, how to invest your money, how to grow your money, how to protect that money, how to become an investor.
Dr. Patty Mason, please sign me up.
You got it.
Please sign me up. I am there. I'm serious.
Are you serious?
I'm there. I'm very serious.
Listen,
I'm there. Count me in.
Yep.
Yeah.
We are wrapping up the program.
Let's do this.
Yep, we're doing it. It's gonna be so
incredible.
Powerful.
Yes. Yeah. This is something. So I'm the opposite of you.
Okay.
I'm technical. Yes. I'm not numbers.
Okay.
I did IT for a very long time. Okay. I was an IT director, IT manager. And money to me was something that I've always wanted, but was never taught how to keep it.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So I spent a lot of my life making money, but spending money.
Gotcha.
And spending more money than I'm making.
I hate to tell you, this is a huge percent of society.
Yes.
This mindset, this is what got me to this point to build this academy. The scarcity mindset, that mindset of, and this is deeply rooted, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
This is coming from a place of, remember, we're immigrant parents.
Yes.
Okay? We're oppressed, our prior generation oppressed parents who we always had to have money to survive. So you were never taught how to have money to thrive.
No.
You were taught to have money to survive.
Correct.
And that's a very different mindset than thriving mindset.
Right.
So we hurry up and make it so that we can hurry up and spend it so we can have everything because we didn't have enough.
Right.
Right? It's such a pivot of the brain to say, we got to hurry up and make it because we don't have enough. We can barely eat. We have to do X, Y, and Z. We have to work hard, whatever. So we got to hurry up and spend it because we got to have everything we need. It's so fear-driven.
A cycle.
Yeah, it's a vicious cycle because you're operating from a place of fear of never having. So I got to have everything, you know.
Gimme.
Exactly. And it becomes a habit, a cycle that's engraved in your subconscious mind. It's kind of like with everything in life. When we go through healing, we have to retrain the subconscious mind to say that money, gosh, it's energy. Money is freedom. Money is opportunity.
Yes.
To me, the single most sexiest thing on earth is to watch it grow. I freaking love it. And when it dips below something that I'm uncomfortable with, wait, whoa. What do you mean you're below 50K or 100K? Like, what's happening here? No. Okay, I gotta do 1, 2, 3, X, Y, Z. Okay, boom. Okay, it's back up. Okay, it's back up. Okay, it's going. Okay, we're good. I love watching money grow. I like being good steward.
It's a good passion to have.
Oh my God, it's exhilarating to me. You know what I mean? And let me say this: I'm not 100% conservative about money. That means I'm not hoarding it.
Right. You will spend it.
Right. So what it is with me is a holistic money management where we plan for every facet of our lives. We plan for our needs, which is those things we got to cover.
Yeah.
Your rent, your utilities, everything. We save for our wants, our desires, our fun times, our vacations. And then we save for tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, retirement. So liquid, short-term, long-term. And we diversify our savings. So can you imagine this? Let's say a $5,000 paycheck comes in. No, let's say 10. Let's talk bigger numbers. Let's say 10K comes in through your W-2 employee. You get 10K in your bank account. Your cost of living is $5,000. Okay. We leave $1,000 for cushion in that checking account. We want to continue to grow it a little bit, but only thing that comes out of this account is our needs. We transfer $2,000 to our wants account. We don't touch this account.
As a podcaster, I needed a place to share my voice and hear other stories. That's how Forge Studios was born. A place created not just for me, but for everyone searching for something more. An environment where as soon as you walk in, you feel the energy and you feel welcomed. Where being seen and heard is part of the experience. A place for entrepreneurs to share their journey, for creators to bring ideas to life, for businesses to grow authentically. A space that values mental health, encourages real conversations, and supports those who turns ideas into impact. Here at the Forge Studios, creativity, culture, and purpose aligns and comes together to help you create something greater. A place where we leave the filters behind and we start expressing ourselves for real. The Forge Studio. Your journey starts here. Your impact starts now.
Do you do crypto?
I'm not too involved in crypto, you know.
Yeah.
I'm a 77 baby, so I'm a little bit old school, but I'm not old school enough not to learn,
Right.
not to understand, not to park a little in it, you know, just in case. I mean, I have some in it, but it's not
Right.
nothing to brag about.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
What are the misconceptions that you get around money?
It's a good question. I think a big one that I've seen and heard personally is that you have to do something negative to get a lot of money. That you have to screw somebody over. That you have to step on people.
Oh,
That's a big one that a lot of people believe.
gosh, that's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge. And I actually listened to a lot of Jay Shetty podcasts, and he talked about that with one of the financial gurus. So when it comes to that, it's again a mindset.
For sure.
It's a mindset. But why do we feel like we don't deserve money? Why do we feel like, where do we get the idea that because Jay Shetty even said that, you know, that's how he believed that if he makes too much money, that's bad.
Right.
You know, that money's bad. So I think that it's a mindset, right? It's a minimus mindset.
Yeah.
You know, it's definitely a limitation. But
I mean, are there bad people that make a lot of money?
sure.
Sure.
But it's the people that are
Correct.
bad. It's not
Yes.
the money.
Right.
Right? You know, there are plenty of organizations that are making it on our backs.
Right.
Plenty. I'm not blinded to our realities.
What I do think that helps keep this idea alive is that a lot of people live paycheck to paycheck.
Facts.
And you have all these billionaires who live lavishly.
Yeah,
And
sure.
these people feel like these billionaires don't do enough for the people.
You know what?
Right.
I can't disagree that,
Right.
that's a huge thought process
Yeah.
for many, many
Right.
people.
And like, it's not really their responsibility.
You know, it's such a hairy subject.
And a lot of
It
these
really
guys
is,
give
but it's
back
true.
so much.
Yeah, yeah.
Elon gave back, I think, $11 billion.
Yeah.
Some crazy amount.
Well, let's be honest. There are people that do, and then there's people that don't.
Right.
Okay? We're going to have, I mean, just like in life, there's good and evil. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So there's always that. To me, what I'm learning, and I learned very fast, is that the more kind we are with and generous we are with our time, with our money, the more we get back.
Yes.
Because we understand that if God blessed us with the good fortune of our mindset, our hustle, our grit, the dynamic of who we are to generate substantial income, either you share your knowledge to help others get it, or you share your money so that they can get
Right.
right. But I'm like you. Think about it for a second. You're asking two immigrants that had to work at a very young age.
Yes.
We come from nothing. We come from nothing. I don't agree for 1 second that I should apologize for coming from nothing and becoming a millionaire because my neighbor won't.
Right.
If most of this mentality comes from the country within, because why do you feel like I owe you? Why do you have this entitlement attitude?
Yeah.
You live in the greatest country of opportunity.
You were born here.
What? What? And listen, I love humanity to a fault. I don't care where you come from. I truly do with all my heart.
too.
But let's have these hard conversations.
Yeah.
This is kindness when you have a hard conversation to help us sharpen our minds.
Correct.
So get out of this mentality that anyone owes you, because all of us work our butts off. I don't know not one successful person that didn't come from some trauma, some difficulty, some challenge that they had to go through to arrive here.
Yeah.
You know, if you're born into money, it's a different mindset unless your parents taught you different.
Right.
If you come from nothing and you build money, it's a totally different mindset, and no one had to
Completely.
tell you. You saw it.
You experienced
You
it.
experienced it.
Yeah.
So when you experience the hardship of having to earn $1, it's not easy at a young age and coming to a new country, not speaking the language, to earn money. It's not easy.
No, it's not.
But you're born here and you have all this opportunity. Fall in love with the journey of life. Fall in love with working hard. Fall in love with becoming the best version of yourself. Fall in love with building finance. Get it right. Develop yourself. Get the right people around you.
Yes.
Fall in love with this, because when you fall in love with it, it shapes who you become. You're much more generous. You're much more kind, because a good person with money is an incredible human. Bad
Facts.
person with money, not so much.
No.
And there's still, even in this population, there's more of us good than not. I do
agree.
believe that with all of my heart.
I agree with you.
Because in a room like at the Q4 event, 99.999% of that crew, if not 100%, were good humans
Yes.
with money. And they were so kind to one another to help each other rise
Incredible.
for more money. Oh my God. It's exhilarating.
And the majority in there were immigrants.
In fact.
Yeah.
Fact.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right. You're absolutely right about
Yeah.
that. They sure were.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone I talked to was for sure.
Yes.
But you know what? I also do believe one thing. If we do acquire this, if we do receive this mentality, right? The one thing that we do have a duty, I do feel a duty to, is to help my fellow man rise up. If God gifted us a talent, a gift, that we can actually help solve problems of society, that's our duty. God didn't give people money. He taught his disciples how to fish, in my faith. So I did this academies to teach people how to fish. You know what I mean? So I think the best thing we can do for each other is to teach each other a better way of managing our finances, our business, and our wellness, rather than just handing people money all the time. Think about that for a second. I get what you're saying, and I think that some of the rich should dedicate some to our society, but what are you gonna do? If someone keeps giving you money, how are you developing? How are you creating? I don't believe that anyone owes anything to anyone. I think we all have the mechanics to become exactly who we choose to become. You just choose not to rise up and produce for yourself. But I don't think that I owe you to produce for you.
I agree with you 100%.
I owe you knowledge.
Yes. Oh, you owe me nothing.
Right.
Right?
But
it's the kindness of your
it's the
heart.
kindness, right.
100%.
Fact. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I do feel like a lot of Americans feel entitled to success and to that white picket fence.
I can feel, I'm 100. Yeah.
Let me give you a comparison. My dad's brother came to the US 10 years prior. He met an American woman, had 2 children.
Okay.
My father had 2 kids in Brazil, came to America, brought his 2 kids. If you compare where me and my sister are to where my cousin and his sister are, it's uncomparable.
Yeah. It's the mindset.
It's uncomparable.
Yeah.
I can't understand why. I can't fathom. I mean, I can understand why, but I just can't accept.
Accept is even better word because we are product of our environment.
Yes.
But we should never accept that this is okay.
Right.
Because we're enabling our children to be unintelligent.
Yeah. Be dependent.
Dependent.
It's crazy.
Because we're not giving them the tools how to survive. I taught my firstborn managerial accounting at 5 years old.
It's incredible.
I taught him financial accounting, understanding debits and credits at 5, 6 years old. I'm teaching my little one. He has a chart of the wants, of the needs, wants, savings. He colored them green, yellow, red. He understands that we never, ever touch this. He understands that we only touch this a little bit. And he understands that this is how we live in this lane.
Please tell me that you're going to have a children's version of the Academy.
Oh my gosh. So it's funny you should ask.
Because that would be incredible.
I'm going to actually, one of my first little interviews will be with my 7-year-old, and we're going to talk through money.
Good for you.
Because I want parents to understand that when you're a parent and your 25-year-old keeps asking you for money, that's your fault.
Yes.
That's not the kid's fault.
No.
Because if you are a product of your environment, if we never achieve absolute resolution to our traumas and all our strongholds and become healthy, then you're producing the next generation the same way as you are.
Correct.
So then that blame is on us.
Unhealed people raising unhealed people.
Correct. No, 100%. I think parenting is the biggest issue in our world. Parenting. Yeah. You know, I'm guilty as charged, you know, because why? Especially when you're immigrant. So you're an immigrant, you come to this country, you grow up here, you're learning everything, you're learning everybody, and then now you become a parent and now you're raising this kid. Well, this generation, your parents, they did their best, but they couldn't do enough.
Right.
You are doing better than they did.
They got you here.
Yeah.
They got you to America.
Yeah, right.
Like,
so, yeah.
They got
you figure it out.
They got us to America. That's how I see it. Like, they really couldn't have done more.
No, they couldn't have done more.
They couldn't have.
No.
They got us here.
100%. So now we got to figure out.
We take the baton.
Yeah, exactly. No, you're right.
Yeah.
So that, but what do we do with that baton? We want to give our children even more, even better.
Oh,
and whatever
God.
you want, baby, be a better parent because my parents did give me, so I'm going to give you more.
Yes.
And what do?
Spoil them.
We spoil them.
Yeah.
And then when they become spoiled, now they are not equipped with a coping mechanism or the critical thinking process or how to find their way of life. So going back to your point, I'm developing a program for young kids and then young adults.
Incredible.
Like before college, so that we get this generation from like the 5-year-old, the basic cute little, we're going to do like a little color-coded money manager. So they start putting things in piggy bank. Grandma gives money. This is how we manage it.
This is going to blow up.
I know.
This is going to blow up.
I've seen it in my dreams.
This is going to blow up.
Yeah, it's going to blow up.
Yeah, I can see it.
It doesn't exist.
You're so authentic. Your level of knowledge and expertise and how you've taken all the puzzle pieces, put them together, and the way you frame it, it's so easy to understand.
Oh, I'm so glad. And I think that's having English as my 5th language.
Wow.
So I think when you, facts.
5th language?
Yeah, 5th.
Hold on. Hungarian, Romanian, Russian,
French,
French,
English.
Wow.
My mommy taught me French. So let me say this. Hungarian, 100%. Romanian was 100%. Russian was 80% by the time I was 10.
Wow.
Okay. French.
That brain of yours.
Mommy taught me French. And I'm like, I still know every single word that I spoke in French, that my mom taught me in French.
Wow.
So exposure to languages, English was my 5th, then Japanese, and then Spanish. Japanese, same thing. I'm fascinated with the culture. So in high school, a Japanese girl taught me some things, how to say little kid stuff, where's your homework, or boy, girl, hi, how are you, good morning. I still know all of those.
That's awesome.
So I love languages. So Spanish was so easy to pick up because
You spoke Romanian,
same thing.
Yeah.
It's the same dialect. So it was really cool.
And French also.
Yeah. But that's why I have such a way of explaining complexities around money and taxes, is because I had to learn English as my 5th language. So I had to break down. My brain is still a lot of Hungarian. I speak it every day. I read, write, and so a lot of my thought processes, the heavy duty ones, are Hungarian. But then I switch my brain over to English. And then when I articulate it, it's simplified, So,
I can see it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm so glad. And I appreciate that so much, because truly, I think my passion in life is to help people see people live better. The average Joe and Jill. The average Joe and Jill.
Yes.
Whose mindset is limiting their abilities. Oh my gosh.
Who are having to work 2-3 jobs.
Oh my gosh. It breaks my heart. So if I can give 10% more to your knowledge base around money, to even 10%, I would do my job.
And you don't have to.
Yeah. I know, but I want to.
That's the
love
beautiful
it.
thing.
I really want to.
You could be in a beach somewhere, in a boat somewhere, hanging out.
No. I wouldn't be who I am if it wasn't to serve God's people. Like, truly, I really want to serve God's people, because I think our gifts and talents were given to us for this very reason, is to serve one another, is to help one another rise up.
Yeah.
And I'm doing it.
If you could have a way to teach your drive, is that possible? Is there a way for you to pass this knowledge on to somebody else on how to be so determined and so driven?
Acquire faith. Acquire faith. Believe in something greater than you.
That was beautiful.
That's what I would do.
Mic drop.
Boom. Yes, sir.
Tell me more about the Academy.
Okay.
I'm really intrigued about this.
Okay.
When is it opening? How do you see this going? Tell me more, please.
Oh, I love it. Love it. So currently, the status that it's in is that the 7 pillars were developed. The format of this is 4 weeks, 2 times a week.
Okay.
We're going to grill down in the mindset, those misconceptions, how to get your mind, how to get your grit, how you get that passion, how to acquire faith, how you do these things. Because until I get your mind right, there's no point of teaching you everything else.
It's true.
So we have to start with mindset, habits, etc.
Build the foundation.
Build the foundation of learning and of becoming this successful human you're going to be 4 weeks from now. So there's going to be 7 pillars. And in those 7 pillars, we're going to go each pillar and break down 4 to 5 chapters, each section of the most critical elements to being successful at this pillar.
Got it.
So the mindset, the success mindset. 4 or 5 chapters, how we're going to grill down into this so that you can become a successful in your mindset, start success in your mindset. And then we're going to break each 7 down in a 4-week format, 2 times a week. What I'm also going to do with this format, accountability.
Okay.
See, there's so many incredible teachers around money and public speakers around money.
Yeah.
But where's the accountability? a lot of times, unfortunately, we're creatures of habit.
Yes.
So if we don't have a big sister, big brother looking out in us and checking up on us, we might take it a little easy.
Yeah.
And I understand human nature. So I want to do a quarterly accountability. So we're going to use my Excel database, which has the needs, wants, savings, this whole financial picture in one place.
Wow.
We're going to use that as a tool to build that finances up and build up every section of that spreadsheet into the success framework you're going to have that you're going to execute into success. So that's the 7 pillars that are going to serve completing this and building you into this financial whiz. And so this is going to be, it's already launched in terms of registrations.
Okay.
You can go to the financialwellnessacademy.net. You can already register for the program. The program is in the last stages of construction. Pillars are done, outlines are done, content is almost done. We're at the last portion. We're going to take it through editing, publishing, printing, put the copy on it, boom, we're done.
That's incredible.
I'm building up the PowerPoint presentation for the curriculum.
Yeah.
And so that's where we are. So I would venture to say, I would like to start in January,
Okay.
implement classes
Yeah,
January
yeah,
12th.
yeah.
That's the aim.
Got it. So very soon.
Very soon.
Very soon.
If I have to push it out a little bit, might be February, but I am committed.
Q1 2026.
Q1 2026, I think, is good, safe, solid number. And we're going to start this program. So this is going to start as a physical location. You got to come in. We're going to do this like a real classroom.
Good.
It's a
Because
very...
online, they slack.
And
It's
the
easy to
thing-
hide.
But the thing is, you're so distracted. I mean, we can't get
Yes.
people's faces off their phones,
Right.
So we're so distracted. I want you zoned in. And the people that are going to register for this, they got to be all in. You cannot come in here and not want this for you. You got to be sick and tired of surviving. You got to want to thrive. So I would hope that the clientele base that comes through this program is going to be one that's ready for this program. But we'll launch it. We'll take it 4 weeks, for 1 year of accountability every corner. We're going to track the progress. I'm going to check those habits. We're going to go through this stuff and then put them out in the world. And then, of course, the next 22. So it's going to be ran this way. And I'm super thrilled. But you can get more information on the website.
You're going to help so
I can't
many people.
I can't tell you how exhilarating this is for me, how an absolute passion this is for me. It's a passion project, but at the same time, nobody appreciates free. But I'm about to give you a very expensive education for $2,500, basically. That's how much the program is.
Wow.
Yeah, we're doing it.
You're doing it for free.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, I think so the reason why, right, when we're talking about how the rich gives back, right, I want people to value, this is a very expensive education of 30 years of public accounting and 3 college degrees.
Wow.
So the point is, if you have to learn this, first of all, they don't even teach it in school.
No.
I'm going to teach you life skills. I'm going to teach you how to position yourself financially, how to barely make and buy your first commercial real estate. Like, I'm going to teach you skills that average Joe and Jill can execute with very little money and start being that person. So getting this kind of practical knowledge, they don't even teach it anywhere. So 2,500 is, to me, should be comfortable for anyone to invest in themselves and see themselves come up on the other side making a whole lot of money.
When it opens,
Yes.
I want to bring my camera crew.
Okay.
And I want to do a whole segment on
Okay.
it.
Let's do it.
That'd be
I'm
really
in.
cool.
I'm in. Let's do it.
Because I want to bring a lot of people to this.
It's necessary.
Yeah, it really is.
It's necessary.
It really is.
Someone's got to rise up to say, you know what, guys? Enough is enough. We need to start rising up. Because why? Our children are watching. What are we giving the next generation? Our generation is responsible for the next generation.
I agree.
How are we equipping our children to survive?
We're not.
The worst thing on earth to me as a mother is to die and not know if my kids can survive. That makes me a little emotional because my kids are my world.
Yeah.
And not knowing if they're ever going to make it, you know?
Yeah.
So I want to equip all of us and our children to become financially free. And let me tell you something. Financial freedom doesn't necessarily mean you have to have $100 million.
No.
No. Financial freedom is that all facets of your life is covered while you live a comfortable life.
You are not in survival mode.
No
More survival mode.
No more. We're going to thrive. And you know what? People, myself included, have survived and thrived on a lot less.
Yes.
Yeah.
Happy.
Thrilled.
Yes.
You know, private education, you know? So I'm just saying, it doesn't matter if you're a single mom, a single dad. It doesn't matter if you don't have too much. Let's get started. This academy is going to get you there.
I'm so proud of you.
Oh,
I really am.
thank you.
I'm very proud of you for having the vision, the courage, the drive, the determination to really do this. You bought a building for this.
I did.
Like, that's dedication.
I can't wait till you guys come see
That's
it. I mean,
incredible.
it's truly, it's a place of healing. It's a place of peace. It's a place of
growth,
learning.
evolution.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah. You're going to see everything in this facility. It comes from a vision. I'm truly a transformational and visionary leader. I've risen up multiple people's companies into million-dollar industries.
That's awesome.
And, but I'm not inclined to do so for already people that already arrived. I want to help those of us who are trying to get there, may make enough, just don't know how, and give them the platform to get there. I want to help us, those of us that, you know, could, but don't know, but can, and you will, you know.
God bless you.
God bless you. This
Thank
is
you for doing the
amazing.
hard work. Amazing. You're an incredible person.
Thank you so much.
You really
Takes
are.
one to know one.
Thank you.
But I love the fact that we have the commonality of immigrants, and because it's truly what I'm getting from you is your humility.
Thank you.
I felt it even at Q4. We never even spoke a word.
We didn't.
Not
but
even a word.
I saw you with my wife. I was like, all right, we're going to see her on the podcast.
Yeah, I've never said a word to you, but what you said when you stood up, it wasn't what you said so much. It was the energy. It was your spirit that said a lot to me.
Thank you.
That's why when you guys contacted me, I'm like, we didn't even talk. Yes, I'm there. Because I knew that you're coming from a place of genuine desire to serve people.
Yes.
You know, and when we're in alignment in that, we're parallel in our desires. So I appreciate this very much.
I appreciate that very much. Thank you.
Absolutely.
All right. Let everyone know where they can find you, your social media, your website, whatever you want to share.
Oh,
Put that
I
camera
love it.
right over there.
All right. So I'm Dr. Patty Mason. You can find me at masonaccountingservices.com. You can find me at the financialwellnessacademy.net. You can find me on Amazon with my 3 published books. My books are centered around this very subject matter. It's centered around wellness, how to recover from trauma. It's centered around how to manage your money to success. And it's centered around business success. So look me up. You can Google me. I've been on multiple podcasts. You can definitely find me. And hey, guys, reach out to me because I'm truly in it for you guys. Thank you so much.
I'll be ordering all 3 books. You should as well. You should definitely stay tuned for the Academy. I'm going to go there. I'm going to document this, and I'm going to bring as many people as I can to you. I really will.
I really appreciate that so much. And I just can't wait because united we stand, divided we fall.
Amen. Dr. Patty, thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.
Guys, go follow Dr. Patty. Please stay tuned to what she's doing because it's incredible. It's incredible. She's going to change so many lives, and yours could be next. Please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and we'll see you guys